Have you ever received a mysterious phone call with no one on the other end? Or maybe a text from a number that doesn't exist? What if I told you some of these experiences might not be accidental glitches, but evidence of something much darker, ghosts that use technology? Welcome to the Grim Tapes. In today's video, we will dive deep into one of the most chilling and mysterious phenomena in the modern paranormal world. We're not just talking about haunted houses or old cemeteries, we're talking about the digital age of the supernatural. This is where spirits don't just haunt places, they haunt your screens, your devices, and your networks. If you think you're safe just because you're behind a screen, think again. Let's unravel the terrifying truth about ghosts that use technology. The concept of tech haunting. Before we jump into specific cases, let's understand the core idea. Traditionally, ghosts have been associated with places, objects, or traumatic events. But with the evolution of technology, it seems some entities have found ways to use our modern tools to communicate, or torment. Researchers in parapsychology have long suggested that ghosts might be forms of energy, and since electronic devices rely on electrical signals, they may offer a perfect medium for interaction. Phones, televisions, computers, smart speakers, and even social media platforms, these have all become alleged points of contact. Phantom calls and ghostly texts. There are thousands of documented cases from all over the world where people have received calls or texts from deceased loved ones, or from unknown numbers that, when traced, lead nowhere. In some cases, the calls come from numbers that are no longer active or from phones that were buried with their owners. One of the most chilling cases happened in Chicago, where a woman began receiving nightly calls from her deceased husband's number. Each call was silent, but the timestamp matched the exact time he had died. Phone records confirmed the number was inactive. Texts have also become a medium. A man in Canada reported receiving texts from his dead friend referencing private jokes and events no one else could have known. The messages stopped after he visited the grave. Supernatural social media. In the last decade, social media has become an unexpected portal for ghostly encounters. There are dozens of stories where deceased people's accounts became active, liking posts, uploading photos, or sending messages. One of the most disturbing cases occurred in India, where a woman began receiving Facebook messages from her sister months after her death. The account would post pictures that had never been uploaded, and messages often reflected real-time events, as if the spirit was watching. Another story from the UK involves a Twitter account that continued tweeting cryptic messages long after its owner's suicide. The tweets included coordinates and phrases from childhood nursery rhymes. When followers checked the coordinates, they led to the site of the user's grave. Ghosts in audio and video recordings. Technology also enables audio and visual anomalies. Many ghost hunters use devices like EVP recorders and spirit boxes, but some of the most terrifying evidence has come from unintentional recordings. A family in Texas set up a baby monitor and discovered, night after night, an eerie voice singing lullabies. No one else in the house was awake at the time. Experts analyzed the recording and found no signs of manipulation. Home security footage has captured unexplained shadows, faces in screens, or televisions turning on at specific hours to play static or strange footage that wasn't part of any broadcast. Haunted streams and live video feeds. In recent years, paranormal live streams have gained popularity. Viewers often claim to see faces in reflections, hear ghostly whispers, or even witness objects moving in real time. One notorious case involves a Twitch streamer who began experiencing disturbances on camera, lights flickering, electronics failing, whispers captured by the mic, and viewers reporting a shadowy figure standing behind him. He eventually abandoned the channel after a terrifying breakdown caught live. Cursed technology and haunted devices. It's not always the ghost that finds the tech. Sometimes, it's the technology that becomes haunted. A woman in Australia bought a second-hand smartphone only to find photos on it that weren't deletable, and weren't taken by any known user. The images included scenes from an unfamiliar cemetery and ghostly figures. After trying to get rid of the phone, it mysteriously reappeared in her home. Laptops, old camcorders, VHS tapes, and even USB drives have become vessels for unexplained footage, strange files, or viruses that don't seem man-made. Interactions with AI and smart devices. Smart homes might make life easier, but they also open more doors, literally and spiritually. People have reported their Alexa or Google Assistant devices waking up in the middle of the night, laughing without command, answering unasked questions, or even speaking in voices not programmed into the device. In one shocking account, a couple's smart device began answering questions before they were asked, mentioning the name of a deceased relative, detailing past memories, and finally saying, "You are not alone in this house." Psychological and scientific perspectives. Skeptics argue these events can be explained through glitches, hacked devices, or the human mind's desire to find patterns. They cite pareidolia, confirmation bias, and hallucinations during grief. However, not all stories can be dismissed. When patterns emerge across different cultures and technologies, the possibility that something deeper is at play becomes harder to ignore. Some experts believe ghosts, if real, are adapting, learning how to communicate with the living in a world filled with screens, networks, and artificial intelligence. Real stories from viewers and documented cases. This section includes testimonies from Reddit threads, paranormal forums, and YouTube comments. From a young boy's imaginary friend who answered phone calls, to a gamer who received messages from a dead teammate's account, the stories grow darker and more compelling. Even celebrities have shared tales. Musician Kesha once claimed a spirit haunted her radio, while actor Nicolas Cage admitted he once believed his phone was being used by a ghost. In a world where we're always connected, maybe it was only a matter of time before the dead found their way through our devices. As we advance in technology, we must ask, are we opening digital doors we cannot close? If ghosts can travel through electricity and data, no firewall or software update can keep them out. Have you ever experienced a strange call, an unexplained message, or seen something on your device you couldn't explain? Could it be a glitch, or was it something watching? Let us know in the comments below. And if you've made it this far, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Grim Tapes, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. We explore the dark corners of reality. Thank you for watching.